Types of crowdfunding. First is donation. This is the common type of crowdfunding. Individual donate typically small amount of money to a cause or effort without expecting anything in return. Donation-based crowdfunding doesn't require the fundraiser to pay funders back. Second is equity. This type of crowdfunding generates capital for a small business or early stage startup. Equity crowdfunding asks individuals to invest money in return for a small amount of equity in the company. Terms of this agreement vary and might require the fundraiser to pay back and it do not at a later date. For those new to entrepreneurship, equity crowdfunding is a great alternative to finding aggregated investor or angel investor or securing venture capital funding. Third is reward. Small business, startup, and non-profit commonly use this type of fundraising campaign. Reward-based crowdfunding often use a tier-based donation system, meaning the fundraiser will provide backers with a reward, like a service or new product. In exchange for a predetermined contribution amount, reward-based crowdfunding doesn't require the fundraiser to pay funders back. Fourth is debt. This type of crowdfunding, also referred to as peer-to-peer lending, requires borrowers to repay their investor by a predetermined time. Fundraise might be subject to interest rate depending on the contract signed by both parties. Next is introduction. Equity crowdfunding is a method of raising capital online from investors in order to fund a private business. In return for cash, investors receive equity ownership in the business. Equity crowdfunding happens on online platform where business create profile that include their pitches, financial statement, and other information. Crowdfunding platform may charge a percentage of fund raised for their service, may charge a monthly listing fee, some charge additional payment processing fee. Equity crowdfunding is not the same as reward-based crowdfunding, which give backer reward, often product or service, in return for donation. Equity crowdfunding is also unlike other type of small business funding in that it has no debt component. Rather than making payment toward a business loan, you sell share of ownership in your company to investors. Is equity crowdfunding legal? Yes, because the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission allow private companies to legally raise up to $5 million in 12 months period through equity crowdfunding. You can raise fund in increment. Investors can be accredited, meaning they meet asset, income, employment, or other requirements. Or everyday consumer, including family, friends, and business partners who are bullish on your company's success. Next is advantage. First, alternative to traditional financing. When you need to raise funds in a short period of time, equity crowdfunding is an effective option. The user-friendly process makes creating and publishing campaign happen in no time. Equity crowdfunding is also a great option because it is easy to customize your homepage and you can easily share your activities or campaign. Second is you get to gauge interest in your business, get expert feedback and suggestion for improvement. Believe it or not, but equity crowdfunding is surprisingly a good way to test the audience reaction or attraction to your business, product or idea. If people are willing to invest in it, then that's a good sign that your idea might work well in the market. Equity crowdfunding allows you to quickly and inexpensively verify ideas in the market and provide the information you need to justify investment in the research, planning, and analysis phase. This is required to bring those ideas to market. Third is investor can track progress of your campaign. This can help you promote your brand online. Equity crowdfunding platform like the one of the Athens.co website provide fundraising statistics to help you monitor the progress of your investment. This platform will be equipped with the right infrastructure for you to easily identify your investor and information about their background. Understanding why your campaign was successful or not will play a major role in creating returning investor to upcoming campaign. Disadvantage. First is your business idea could be stolen if you don't patent or copyright your business idea. Perhaps the biggest problem with crowdfunding is idea theft. Due to crowdfunding being conducted in the public forum, entrepreneurs may be vulnerable to fraudulent attacks with their ideas stolen and passed on to other investors and business. Crowdfunding platforms that exist today are largely regulated under various intellectual property laws that protect their content. However, measures must be taken to protect crowdfunding platforms by applying for a patent and copyright trademark automatically after the publication of the content. The main reason behind this could be the lack of awareness regarding the protection of intellectual property rights and the protection of resources within that ecosystem or country for authority to effectively enforce intellectual property rights. In conclusion, there are always been dispute over copyright and trademark. Next is you will need to spend time creating a persuasive presentation that include marketing plan, financial projection, and even a video that communicate the value of your idea. And last but not least, you have to comply with the state and federal security filing rules. You also have a fiduciary duty to tell shareholder about the health of the company.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURIN FAQIHAH binti HAMIDON and my trade number is 23 DIB 20F2005 and I am from DIB 4. So I will continue the presentation with the next slide, which is risk of equity crowdfunding. Okay, so for the first risk is greater risk of failure. A business that has been capitalized through equity crowdfunding arguably runs a greater risk of failure than one that has been funded through venture capital or other traditional means that offers seasoned professionals to help steer a startup through early development challenges. The success of a business cannot be assured merely by funding. Without an adequate business plan and support structure, even promising ventures can fail. So for the second risk is fraud. Okay, so fraud, online forums and social media are ideally suited for equity crowdfunding because they offer wide reach, scalability, convenience, and ease of record keeping. But these very features also make it easy for scammers to set up dubious ventures to attract equity crowdfunding from naive or first-time investors. Never skip the step of doing due diligence on any investment you are considering. So for the third risk is years to materialize. Every investor expects some future return. However, returns on equity crowdfunded ventures may take many years to materialize, if at all. For example, management may deviate from the business plan or have difficulty scaling the business. Over time, this may lead to capital erosion rather than wealth creation. There may be an opportunity cost attached to your investment that you should consider, since it ties up capital that could be used elsewhere. And the last risk is security of the crowdfunding portal or platform. In recent years, hackers have displayed an alarming ability to break into seemingly impenetrable data, repositories of leading companies and financial institutions, and steal credit card details and other valuable client information. So for the next slide is reward of equity crowdfunding. So for the first reward is potential for outsized returns. Since the risks are high, the potential for huge returns on equity crowdfunding is high too. And the story of Facebook's now Meta 2 billion acquisition of crowdfunded virtual reality headset maker Oculus Rift in 2014 is now the stuff of legend. Oculus Rift raised 2.4 million on donation-based crowdfunding portal Kickstarter from 9,500 people. So for the second reward is opportunity to invest, like accredited investors. So before the advent of crowdfunding, only accredited investors, high net worth individuals who have certain defined levels of income or assets could participate in early stage speculative ventures that held the promise of high reward and equally high risk. And the third reward is a greater degree of satisfaction. Okay, so investing through equity crowdfunding can give the investor greater personal satisfaction than investing in a blue chip or large cap company. This is because the investor can choose to focus on businesses or ideas that resonate with them or are involved with causes in which the investor has a deep belief. For example, an environmentally conscious investor may choose to invest in a company developing a more effective method of measuring air pollution. And equity crowdfunding may offer more avenues for such targeted investment than publicly traded companies. And the last reward is greater business and job creation. Small and medium-sized businesses, SMEs, the linchpin of the North American economy, are the biggest beneficiaries of the equity crowdfunding megatrend by enabling easier access to investor capital for businesses that would otherwise have had difficulty obtaining it. Equity crowdfunding should stimulate the local and national economies through new business formation and more job creation. Investors can feel good about their contributions. So for the next slide is an example of company which provide equity crowdfunding. Okay, so the company is Pitch In. Pitch In started its journey in crowdfunding firstly as a reward crowdfunding platform in 2012. It holds records for projects that raise the most funds and for the most number of backers for a single project. It has successfully executed a slew of groundbreaking crowdfunding projects such as the first ever indie festival in Penang, Taopao Fest, an on-demand movies Movie Go-Go project, the first private-public crowdfunding collaboration exercise with the Pitch In Magic Challenge, MDEC's social project to assist the flood victims in East Malaysia, Tea Something Nice, the T-shirt project in celebration of Hari Malaysia Merdeka 2014 and helped to secure a permanent place for Wakit, a mobile kitchen that served quick and customized meals to raise finances to build their kitchen and to set up a permanent home. In 2015, Pitch In applied and was successful in securing registration as a recognized market operator (RMO) with the Securities Commission of Malaysia to offer an equity crowdfunding platform for locally incorporated companies in Malaysia. Okay, so about Pitch In, the Chief Executive Officer is Sam Shafi'i, and Kashminder Singh, the Chief Strategy Officer, and Naisen Monusami, the Chief Operating Officer. So the next slide is about Pitch In Equity Crowdfunding Project. So 3 of the successful project is Go Ubat, Oxwhite, and KRU Academy. So the ongoing project is CE3 Brightening Buffet and Corium, Smoking Cheese, and Hydrozone Micro Hydro Renewable Energy Device. And for failed project, Pitch In doesn't have any project failed from this company. So one of the successful project is Go Ubat, and Go Ubat was founded in August 2019 with a clear vision and mission to properly digitize healthcare, which is still budding in the industry. We all know that online shopping is now a global lifestyle, and the demand for healthcare products and services has become a necessity, and for some people, it is still a privilege. Thus, Go Ubat Care aims to bridge the gap between Malaysians and healthcare with technology and innovation. Go Ubat are currently working with over 900 brands who they either deal directly with the brand owners or master distributor. They are operating in a 4,200 square feet warehouse located in Petaling Jaya, and their 3 A's core values are affordable, accessible, and authentic. That is their key aspect to drive this business. And GoUbat is also the first online pharmacy in Malaysia to accept cryptocurrency payments.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NOORENA binti ZAILAN and my matrix number is 23DIB20F2001. I will continue for the next slide, which is Oxwhite brand. Oxwhite is a modern lifestyle brand that aims to make luxury affordable for everyone, and their core belief is that premium quality doesn't need to be expensive. The company all began with a small founding team and a single white shirt. The team has since grown and continues growing. Next is KRU Academy. KRU Academy is an academy affiliated to the creative industry and also a vocational college specializing in skills related to the creative industry and entrepreneurship. They aspire to cultivate innovation and creativity, improve skills, and increase the amount of local talent in Malaysia. Next slide is the project in pitching company that are still ongoing. First project is Serum CE3 Brightening. This brightening serum has tests on over 500 Malaysians with 4 in 5 noticing brighter skin within 14 days. Brand in Korean has created the CE3 Brightening Buffet, a well-researched holy grail all-in-one serum that combines multi-active ingredient in gentle and cosmetically elegant formulation to counter premature aging, dark spot, and hyperpigmentation. Second project is Smoking Cheese, this project was seated by Karya Agung PLT to reduce the burden on inflation on the people of the city around Sabah. This effort is directed specifically to reduce load pressure due to current economic pressure. This effort implemented completely by entrepreneurs local as social awareness without helping by NGO activities or government agency assistance. And the last project is Hydrogen Micro Hydro Renewable Energy Device. This micro hydro device provides a new way of renewable energy generation for urban high-rise buildings by harnessing the energy from rainwater fall in the building's downpipes. So, for the conclusions, overall, equity crowdfunding is an excellent way for startups and small businesses to establish a support network, bring in capital, and grow. It allows investors and entrepreneurs to work together in a central platform designed to build momentum and take their shared vision to the next level. And that's all from our group. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.